so it might take a long time to solve. So I'm going to try changing this to a smaller value. And in the tutorial, actually, Alan has it set to 0.01 and then the growth rate of 1.2. And then we need to make sure we assign everything. So wall is actually going to be called far field, right? That's the far field top and bottom. And then the body is a wall in this thing. So that's a little bit confusing. The wall is far field and the body is wall. And then the inlet and outlet are both in and outlets. Right over here, you go to utility on the left, on the tab next to model, and then there's a button, generate 2D BL mesh. You see that? Okay, go to utility up here. And then it should be wall. So the wall, yeah, the wall is far field, and if you need, like, this tutorial is great. You just follow along and it's good. Okay, now another important thing is we need to make sure we set the number of boundary layers. Remember yesterday in lecture talking about the number of boundary layers, and so you should have at least 6. So we'll put 6. That should be okay, and that'll make 6 layers of boundary elements, and then after that, then it'll mesh the rest of it with triangles. And then we should also check both of these boxes: allow boundary node insertion and allow boundary node movement.
That way, if it's not a fine enough boundary, you can insert nodes to make it
right. And everything else should be good. So we can say generate 2D BL mesh. Yeah.
So you've already selected those? Yeah. So just click on the comp button and then select what you want: wall, body,
I think that's
You guys want to get 75. These guys got an error. These guys got an error.
I think you
something about the edges are connected.
If you move these, I think you got one too. 1 and 2 edges are connected.
I think you got one up there too.
Oh yeah.
came across this error today.
I'm trying to remember what did it. More than 2 edges are connected to node ID 62.
Here's a 75.
Let's do.
Read by number.
Okay, what was that? What did the error say again?
More than 2 edges are connected at node ID 61.
Okay. We might still have a gap in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might have something to do with the car.
I'm trying to remember, because sometimes we had, so this one out here should be closed, and this one should be closed, but it was a little bit weird. I'm going to try deleting these elements again and remeshing. Mesh. Plot.
Maybe a finer mesh.
Yeah.
20. Segments.
Just make sure. Yeah, that's what I'm checking real quick. Yeah.
Go up to F2. Bring up the delete menu and select
Ooh. That's an idea. Abort. Let's try. Okay, here's a new idea. So if we do a line mesh with this guy, and then if we, instead of saying segment is a whole line, if you say break angle is 30 degrees, and this one we set at what, 400 or so?
200.
It's 200? Yeah, so now, as you see, now it recognizes it as 4 different lines instead of trying to make the whole thing one line. That's probably better because then it'll have straight edges here. And that's probably about good. Oh, whoops.
So you remove the mesh off of the box and the body.
Yeah. So
You do that by pressing
when we,
F2 from the main menu.
yeah.
Delete all your meshes.
Yeah, I deleted all my meshes. It should be pretty quick to remesh it all.
And then you just do
So-
D line mesh.
Yeah, so mesh, create line mesh, or in the panels 1D line mesh. And in here, this was set to segment is a whole line. And so when you select,
Break angle means that it'll break the
line mesh. So when we select a line, it recognizes this whole box as one line and not 4 separate lines. So when we say segment is a whole line, it'll mesh it as one whole line, like this. See how it says it's 60, and that's when it rounds the corners a little bit. So if instead we say break angle and say 30 degrees, leave it as default, and then this time if we say mesh, whenever it hits an angle of at least 30 degrees, it's going to break it into a new line. So now you can see we have 4 different meshes going around here. And so that's what I'm going to keep, and then we'll do the same thing on the inside here. There. And then, so I'm going to select these lines and leave the break angle on, and this one we set to, let me set to something small, like,
So big, like
do
25 or something.
yeah, I'll do like 30. Let's try that.
Now,
Mesh.
that break angle, how does it measure that from like inside of that car or
From
the
the horizon,
outside?
I think.
Right, because if you look, like, if it's segment as a whole line and I mesh this, it has one, see the 40's right here. So this guy is, I think, from here to there or something. And see, it rounds this corner here, and it rounds this corner here. So it's only breaking the line here and there. But if we instead say break angle, it'll mesh it as 4 parts. 1 here, or 5. 1 here, 1 there, and then 1 there. And that should, cross your fingers, should.
I think I know what the problem was. I think there's a second line on that hood.
Oh, is there?
Go to the cabin.
Say what?
Go to the
Up here?
greenhouse. Yeah.
Right, so if I select this line and this line, I bet there is 2. We can check that really easily. If we just delete a line and say delete that line. Okay, no, reject that line.
Okay.
No, that's not.
Okay, I was just checking.
No, that's a good point, because that was another problem that people were having.
Well, he had an extra line in his model in Catia.
Mhm.
He did it. It's just meshed just fine.
Okay, because that was one problem that we were coming across. Okay, so let's try meshing this thing
Try
again.
meshing and see if it works.
So that one and that
Go
one.
back and fix this section.
Mesh.
What size meshes were we using for, what size lines were we using on the wall? Or the spacing what we were?
On the walls.
Yeah, look, it's meshing this thing twice.
On the walls we use 30, and then on the body, or no, on the walls we use 200. On the car bodies we use 30.
Okay, I think I found something. So if we... Oh, I already made a mesh, didn't I? Elements. Okay, yeah, it looks like it meshed this top guy twice. So let's do a line mesh and select this line and select that line. See what happens. Okay, that's weird.
Go ahead and try it. If it has problems, I can go back into Catia and fix it out.
Well, it will because it's going to have 2 layers of lines here. See that guy? It's meshing him twice, and I can't figure out why.
Here, let me listen through real quick and see if I know what the problem is. Because his works.
Because it's one line, but it is meshing it twice. Is everyone using the same IGES, or is everyone using their own from there?
Well,
Okay.
I went and changed his, so I think I know what the problem
Okay.
is.
And this is right. I guess I should have mentioned that at the beginning of class because they can just turn in their own if they want.
Hang on one sec, guys. I think I know what the problem is, and if I do find it, I'll email it out to you real quick.
Or if you guys want to, I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you want to use your own section from your own car, you could just turn that in, and that'll count for the grade as well. For this lab, we're not doing a when you turn in and then apply it to your own car. You can do that, or if you just do it from your own car from the beginning, you can do that as well. So,
Oops.
hey, you know, actually, I have an IGES I can just give because I got one from NX that works.
Hang on one sec. Here's the problem right here. Let's see, where's my erase bar?
Yeah, Josh, I have an IGES
Oh, you do?
from when I did it earlier. That I can just give them. I know it works.
Okay.
They can just pull it in from there.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay, yeah. Do you guys want? I'll just drop it in the groups folder. Okay, so
The thing is there's 2 lines on my model.
2 lines right there.
On the greenhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
If you zoom in really close, I've got 2.
Right, well, that's the weird thing is that when I try to delete it, if I say delete lines and if I click, it should only select 1 line. But yeah, both of them,
Even
like,
in
Yeah,
Catia,
okay.
I only see 1 too.
Okay.
which is weird. But I have a,
He's got an IGES he can send
Yeah.
out to you guys real quick.
so let me,
Well, isn't that what
oh shoot, it's on my,
section anyway, though? Yeah, it's all so I
hold on.
Well, so my hood of my vehicle has a little bit of a dip on it. And so I can see how about because I was just
Well, I only see 1 thing. That's what you're looking at. You can do a sketch analysis, I guess.
I don't know, it should work.
Okay, so I just put the IGES file in.
He's got an IGES.
Folder. The subfolder is called lab training and Catia. It's called car shell mod. So you can, everyone can import that same file as long